Hello everyone, I hope you are well. Welcome to my channel. So this is going to be a spirit baby reading for someone. So I was doing a prayer just before I hopped on to do this reading, and after I done the prayer I opened my eyes and I had like some frequency music playing, and it was obviously like a landscape scene with like mountains. It was going on in the background, but I just kept seeing like meat, like huge slabs of meat and like flesh, and then I started hearing flesh, and then I could feel that somebody's spirit baby was around me. And then they were talking about a certain Bible verse, which I just Googled here, which is Romans 8:9. And it says, "You, however, are not in the flesh, but in the spirit. If in fact the Spirit of God dwells in you, anyone who does not have the Spirit of Christ does not belong to him." So the spirit baby is reminding you that we are not the flesh, we are the soul that resides within, and we are the spark of God, the spark of the divine that is held within all of our hearts. We are Christ consciousness, and this spirit baby is also speaking about how they are a child of God. So you guys could be Christians, or Christianity is heavy within your spirituality, like your spiritual practices. You could have been raised as Christians, but this child as well. Now I'm also seeing somebody being dunked in the water, being baptized. But you could well have them physically baptized. This is a general reading, but I'm getting more it's to do with your self-belief and with how you carry yourself, and the fact that you hold a lot of light within you. You hold a lot of grace within you, I'm hearing. You walk with grace and you walk with light, and you're going to guide and teach this spirit baby, this soul, to do the same thing. So we'll get on with the reading. I do feel like as well you could be heavy meat eaters, and this spirit baby is really going to enjoy meat, like proper like steaks, like chickens, like ribs with the sauce. I'm seeing all of that as they're going to really enjoy meat and go into like carveries. And there'll be the baby who will kind of like suck on the bone. That's what I'm seeing. But what poems do the collective need to hear right now, Spirit? What poems do the collective need to hear right now? Can I get a few from my deck, please? Thank you. Okay, so the first poem we have here is, "I'm over here with Grandma. We have such a blast. She tells me stories from her past. Our souls have been on quite the path. She says to fall in love and make it last. Not a fan of one night stands, but each to their own. Adults are fully grown. Pick each other wisely so it goes the long haul. Our ancestors won't guide you to a fall. The other parent is half of me. Make sure you're kind, please. P.S. Born in the wrong generation. It would be like I'm from the 50s. Yeah, they're very mature. They have a very mature energy, that kind of old soul energy. They'll be like very advanced before their time. So they'll be doing things faster than the average child or baby. But I do feel like these generations that are being born now, they are very advanced, and they're all doing things faster and quicker than the previous generations. I'm seeing like a broken arm or an accident. So I do feel like some of you may have a passed over loved one who passed away through like a car accident, something like that, where they would have had to have been hospitalized. And I'm kind of seeing them, you know, where they put them in those pads so they can't move their neck and they can't move their body. So unfortunately they could have been in an accident, and this may have been where they passed over. And this spirit baby is with this passed over loved one on the other side. And I'm just seeing them moving around now. They can move around now. They're healed now. They're not stuck and confined in that vessel that was broken towards the end. What else, Spirit? Thank you. So this one says, "Past life king or queen, vivid visions and dreams, ancient civilizations. You could say I'm an old soul, ahead of the curve. When I talk back, you'll say, boy, you've got some nerve, with a smile on your face, because I never talk out of place. Just quick-witted and a wise inquisition. I've come to teach what many have forgot." So some of you, this could be a boy soul coming through, but again, it's a general reading. And they're confirming here where it says here, you could say I'm an old soul. So they're confirming here that they do hold that energy, the old soul energy. They have a lot of self-mastery, and they're going to remember why they came here, what their soul's mission is. They have a lot to teach, also a lot to learn. particularly from you and the other parent. They have a lot to learn from you guys, because I feel like you almost, I'm hearing you are made up of the same stuff in terms of Christ consciousness, in terms of being the blood of Jesus and the blood of Christ, but you're also very different within your soul's blueprint, and this is where you have a lot to teach each other. It's like you have downloads and codings to swap with each other. And in the next poem here says, lions, lines everywhere, wild eyes with a warm glare, and a crazy mane of hair. My spirit will be mellow, but there's fire in my heart. Powerful one, very connected to the sun. I'm likely to be born in July or August. Summer baby, don't you try and tame me. Yeah, so they could be a Leo. And it's that kind of energy, because they hold so much light and so much, they're very connected to Christ consciousness, and other people can see this and they can feel this, so they're going to want to be around them. They may have very, very bright, shiny eyes. I'm seeing almost like a bluey grey colour of eyes. Or if they have like a dark brown eyes, there's a greyness or a bluey hue to them. There's something very intriguing about their eyes, and very, very shiny. You can literally see their soul. You can see the divine shining through in their eyes. They're asking for one more poem. Okay, can we get one more poem for the collective? What do they need to hear right now, Spirit? Some of you who haven't even met your partner yet, you're being led to them by your spirit baby. I'm seeing your spirit baby kind of magnetizing you guys together. So you are being led to the right person. Because with this soul coming through, you do need to have two powerful bloodlines coming together. But a lot of you watching, you've already met your partner. We have here 10-10 completion. I may be a tad overdue, but that doesn't bother you. Everything in divine time. You and Daddy are big believers in God's design. I am too. It's one of the many reasons I chose you. My soul needs to be guided along to my heart's unique song. Turtles will be my spirit animal at first. Slowly but surely wins the race. No competition. Freedom is the aim. Your spirit baby could be speaking to you through angel numbers. Could be seeing angel numbers, particularly 10-10. Which, like the poem says here, it does mean a completion. So you are at the end of a cycle. This is also that confirmation that your pregnancy will go full term. That you will get to the third trimester. So some of you in the past, you could have had a miscarriage. You may not have made it to the third trimester. And they're letting you know that you will. I'm hearing moon baby. I know it's a show on the BBC, Moon Baby. But I'm hearing moon baby. And I'm just seeing a moon. So maybe this soul will be very, very connected to the moon. They could be born on a full moon, because I'm seeing a huge, bright full moon. Okay, so the first card we've got here is Mama Daddy is going through a spiritual awakening. Remember how much space you wanted during yours. So either you guys or your partner could be going through a huge initiation, I'm hearing, a spiritual awakening right now. And they may be a bit more detached than usual, a bit more quiet than usual. It's like this seriousness and this stoicness is coming up in this person, because they're being asked to have that discipline. They're being asked basically to move from the son to the father, or move from the maiden to the mother. So there's a seriousness, and I'm hearing Saturn, the planet Saturn. So right, they could be in their Saturn return, which usually happens around, it happens a few times throughout a life, but the first time is normally around 27 to 30. Then I think it happens again in your 50s, but it's like that spiritual maturity. It's your spiritual body going through a level up, and ask you to be more disciplined and be more serious in certain parts of your life. And obviously, if you're bringing a child through, you're going to add more children to your family. You do need to kind of get a plan in place, because obviously your life is going to change. It's very, very life changing. Like, you're now responsible for this whole other life, this whole other person. But then once, I feel like this stoicness and this seriousness, it won't last. Once they have matured on that spiritual level and come out the other end of this spiritual awakening, the lightheartedness can come in. It's like that fun, loving energy can come back in. It could be like an ego death that you're going through, or your partner's going through currently. And when you're in the midst of it, it can feel very, very heavy. What else, Spirit? Can I get a few more cards from this deck? Thank you. Mama, Daddy, guess what? I learned how to make the lights flicker. It was me. And I do feel like this spiritual awakening is leading to a light bulb moment, an aha moment, a realization. Maybe you realize the different ways that your spirit baby has been walking with you all along, that your spirit baby has been talking to you and trying to get your attention. I feel like you're going to recognize which signs are from your spirit babies and which signs are from like your spiritual core from God. You're going to be able to differentiate when your spirit baby is around and when they're talking to you. They could well be playing with the electrics and playing with the lights. This is one of their favorite things to do, to get your attention and let you know that they're around you. And sometimes they do it to let you know that they're close to being conceived. They're close to incarnating. What else, Spirit? Jesus. That's too many. Can I just get one more card from this deck, please, Spirit? Thank you. We have, you can't expect to always be there for everyone if you can't be there for yourself. I think it's time for me time. Yeah, this will be connected to those of you that are going through the spiritual awakening. I think a lot of people right now are, because there's so much going on the planet right now. It is very heavy because things that have been going on and been done in the dark are now coming to light. And obviously every single human being on the planet is going to feel it in different ways and at different levels, because we are all connected. And we are all connected to Mother Earth, so you can feel, particularly if you're tapped in and you're tuned in to your heart and to Christ consciousness, you can feel what's going on another side of the world, and it will affect you. I know I said one more, but they wanted one more card. Mama, Daddy, nothing is impossible. You can do whatever you set your mind to. I believe in you. So these spirit babies are seeing this light that you hold, this holy light that you hold. They see how connected you are. It's like they're showing me your spirit body. At first I'm seeing the flesh, and I'm seeing the skeleton. Then I'm seeing the light body, the spirit body, and it's just pure gold, pure holy light. It's very powerful, very beautiful. And this soul coming through is going to hold this same holy light, if not more so, because they are more evolved, and they do have more self-mastery when it comes to being connected to Christ, and when it comes to remembrance, they're saying they're very, very powerful in their spiritual body, and they won't be as easily tempted by things of the flesh. They won't be easily tempted by the pleasures of the physical world or of the material world. They're going to be much more focused and much more disciplined when it comes to their mission and what they came here for. It's like I'm just seeing a toddler being like, move, I've got stuff to do, I've got places to be. And you'll kind of look at them like, oh, where does this toddler think they're going? Okay, what messages do we need to hear from this deck, please, Spirit? There's a song coming through. I think it's called Shell Shocked. It is from the Ninja Turtles movie. I'll link it below in the description, but it's coming through. That's the kind of energy that these spirit babies hold. It's a very Spartan energy. Like war energy, like everyone get out of my way, I've got stuff to do. I'm hearing there'll be no loitering around, there'll be no waiting around. They've come here with a mission, they're going to fulfill that mission. They're not failing, that's not an option. We have instinct, yeah. Very, very connected to their instinct and the wolf within. But it's not just about intuition and the gut that they're connected to the otherworldly instinct. I feel like a lot of them are going to be able to see things that move in the shadows, see things that want to be hidden. It's like they're going to come through. I know things are now being brought to light now, but these souls, these spirit babies are coming through to completely reveal, completely pull back. I'm seeing like a curtain, but it's made of a shadow, completely pull back the shadow curtain so everybody can see clearly what was hidden behind what was hidden. It's like there's layers to things that are hiding. There's layers to things that are being shadows in the dark. But we have 11 here. And today it is the 11th. It's the 1111 portal. So you could be seeing 1111 everywhere. Maybe they'll be speaking to you very powerfully after this day. After the 1111 portal. We have here Empress. So this is you guys. Particularly if you are a woman. You're very royal, very regal, particularly on a spiritual level. Very tapped into the ethereal, to the celestial waters. And I'm hearing baptized in celestial waters. Again, baptism is coming through. Maybe some of you guys were baptized when you were younger, or when you first went down like your spiritual path, or your religious path, and you were connecting to God again and Christ again. I'm hearing found God again. You may have went and got baptized. It doesn't have to be in the religious way. You could have been baptized, just initiated it into your spiritual path in another way. But I do see water. It's like water is significant to this baptism. And this spirit baby could have also been baptized in a past life. Because I'm just seeing a baby with of the water, holy water, just poured over their head. What else, Spirit? Can I get one more card? Thank you. We have confidence. I got these two beautiful flowers. And you see how they're this yellow golden hue. There's a lot of yellow and gold colours coming through. I do feel like this will be the colours that are very prominent within your spirit baby's aura. A lot of golds and a lot of yellows. I'm hearing chameleon. They're like a chameleon. They can shape shift and they can change to fit different circumstances. And I'm getting like they're going to get along with people from all different walks of life. And that's what you want. You don't want your children to pass judgment or to be snobby. I'm hearing the word snobby, like you detest people who are snobby. You want your child to be able to relate and connect to people who have walked completely different paths, who come from different cultures, different races, who are different ages. I feel like you guys are also this way inclined. This deck. Can we get a few messages, please, from this deck? We have mounting strength. This is the kind of landscape and the scenery I was seeing. It was mountains, but I was just seeing like mountains or like slabs of meat. It was like made out of meat, made out of flesh. But they're talking about how strong the human vessel is. It is very, very vulnerable. Like a seemingly small incident can lead to like a fatality. But there's also a strength to the human body, like a strength that we haven't always tapped into. And they're talking about adrenaline and how, you know, sometimes mothers will save their children in extraordinary ways, I'm hearing. So I've seen a story before about a mother who managed to like pull her car. They obviously got into an accident, pull her car off of her child's leg. That's what is coming through. Maybe you know someone that's happened to. What else, Spirit? Can I get a few more cards from this deck, please? Thank you. We have ocean, ebb and flow. Yes, the water element coming through again. I mean, you could have a lot of water energy within your chart, or you're just a very flowy person. Someone who is very flowy, very open to the journey of life itself, to life, to joy, to bliss, to Christ consciousness, to the sun, to God. And you may have not always been like this because, you know, the seriousness and the stoicness was coming up earlier. So this could have been how you used to be. Like you were a very, very serious person because you weren't connected to your inner child, or your inner child had a lot of wounding. And after you've done all of your healing and your inner work and your shadow work, you've like completely transformed into a different person. Again, I'm hearing chameleon. So you moved into this more fun-loving, free person. It's because you became free. So you're free to be your true, authentic self that was always there. It was just kind of shrouded. No, not shrouded in mystery, but it was kind of shrouded in trauma, or shrouded by programming, by your parents, or by society, by authority figures. So you were shrouded in illusion, shrouded in lies, and you weren't living your true self. And we have here dawn, new beginning, yeah. So you ushered in this new beginning for yourself. And again, we've got the sun. So again, the sun, this yellow golden hues is very, very significant. Maybe you're seeing orbs and seeing lights around you, and they're like very yellow and very gold. And this is both God, but this is also your spirit baby. They have a very powerful, very, very golden aura to them. Can we get some spirit baby signs, please, for the collective? We have here Harry Potter. So some of you guys may really enjoy watching Harry Potter. I'm hearing trilogy, but I'm pretty sure there was quite a few movies, but I'm hearing trilogy. Maybe there's like 3 of them that you love and you always watch. I'm really drawn to the key, the ornate key with the wings here. which is a sign that this spirit baby, again, is going to have that self-mastery. They're going to be aware that they are the key to themselves and they are the key to the life that they desire. And we have here the also flipped over kitty. So you could be a pet lover, you could have cats. But I associate cats with like witches, with people who are walking that spiritual path, who are high priestesses or a high priest. And Harry Potter came out, and obviously that's to do with supernatural, it's to do with witches and warlocks. What other signs? Music. Spirit babies and spirits in general love speaking through music. So you may find that you turn on the radio and there's a certain song coming through that could be connected to children or your childhood. Hearing Baby Shark. Maybe some of you already have children, or you've got children in your family and they're obsessed with Baby Shark. We have here frog. So you could be seeing frogs everywhere. Maybe you buy a gift for your spirit baby and it's like a little toy frog. It could be like item of clothing with frogs on. We have here, there might be a lot of frogs where you live. Like some of you could have a pond and you could have frogs that spawn in your pond, in your garden or something. That's what I'm seeing, a pond in someone's back garden. We have here rainbow. Again, another favourite for spirit to speak through. But yeah, you may be seeing rainbows everywhere right before you conceive or when you're due to give birth. What else, spirit? We have balloons. So I always see this card as being associated with a baby shower. So you could have like a surprise baby shower thrown for you. Or maybe quite a few people around you are pregnant at the same time and you'll be going to a lot of baby showers. We have TV commercial. So you could be seeing signs like on, on adverts. It doesn't have to be on TV. It could be on like on social media. When you go on social media, you might see certain adverts and certain signs that you associate with your spirit baby. Because like Spirit was channeled earlier in the reading that you will be able to differentiate when it's your spirit baby talking to you. And we'll get one more sign, please. We have books. Some of you guys could buy a book for your spirit baby that you're really drawn to. Or maybe some of you have saved books from your childhood. Or you could see a book that you used to read all the time when you were a child and you buy it for your spirit baby before you've even conceived, before the earth side. We have fairies at the bottom, again, which are connected. They're connected to the elemental realm, but they're connected to magic. They're connected to the supernatural. So it's like through the spiritual awakening that you're going through, and some of your guys' partners, you're tapping into the supernatural and the supernaturalness that is being human. And we're going to get some story dice. I want 3, so we'll get 3 story dice. The first one is a wheelchair. Yeah, I do feel like there was someone very close to you, a passed over loved one, who may have had an accident, and they could have walked before this, and then they needed a wheelchair. Or maybe you just had a grandparent. It could be a parent who at the end of their life had to use a wheelchair, and they're now passed over on the other side, and this is who your spirit baby is with. Or maybe some of you or your partner use a wheelchair. We have here another music sign. So that's double confirmation that your spirit babies are talking through you, through music. You could be like out and about and seeing a lot of babies around, and maybe those babies and those toddlers are like singing songs, certain songs, and you keep hearing it everywhere. It could be Baby Shark because that came through earlier. This one. And we have the world, a globe, a map. Again, you see here, I'm seeing a mountain. So mountains may be very significant. Maybe you live near mountains, or you're about to travel, or you're going to relocate to somewhere that has a lot of mountains. It's like somewhere where there's a lot of nature, there's a lot of just an open plan field. And a lot of you may want to like hunt your own meat, hunt for your own animals. Maybe it's your dream to have a farm, or you want to live close to a farm so you can buy meat from a farm. Like meat is very significant. There's a lot of meat eaters right now who I'm tuning into, and this spirit baby is going to be a big meat eater for some of you. And we're going to get some charms. Let me pause it because it is loud. Okay, so I've got some charms. The first one here, this looks like a cloud. You could be seeing certain shapes and signs and synchronicities within clouds. But also within the cloud, it's got loads of bubbles. I don't know if you can see it properly because of the light. But it's got loads of bubbles within it that kind of look like the tops of a tree. And now I'm seeing somebody in a plane. So maybe you travel a lot, or maybe your partner travels a lot. When you travel, you might have to get like a connecting plane. You know, one of those little, little rickety planes. You may have to get like another little plane that takes you to where you actually live, because you might live in the middle of nowhere. And when you're going over in this plane, it's like you never get bored of the view. You never get bored of the landscape underneath. I'm just seeing loads of trees and I'm seeing mountains. So that's significant for someone. We have a snake here. So this is about that shredding of the old skin. And they're saying to keep going. This is your spirit baby who's saying to keep going. And they're assisting you through this spiritual awakening because they know that this one has been very heavy. And I do feel like that's because you've been tapping into a lot of the collective and a lot of what's going on around the world. Like a lot of the war energy. Because particularly if you're this powerful soul and you're very connected to Christ consciousness, it means you're going to be taking on a lot of energies that aren't actually yours to transmute. And we have a snake again, so that's that double confirmation of shredding skin. Some of you could be doing like a lot of spring cleans right now. You could be getting rid of a lot of stuff that you don't want or you don't need. I'm seeing someone dusting as well, so maybe you're cleaning as you're listening to this video. We have a pack of noodles, ramen. Some of you guys could really enjoy ramen and noodles. Again, I'm just seeing someone eating noodles and making noodles, and you're adding a lot of meat. I think it's chicken. You're adding chicken to them. Maybe chicken noodles are your favourite. We have here, it could be a ladder, but I always see it as like human DNA, like the double helix. So it's like your DNA, as you're going through the spiritual awakening, your DNA is activating more to a godly level. You're activating more of your higher consciousness within yourself, within your human body, within your biology. Some of you could give blood. Maybe some of you gave blood to your to someone that was close to you that got into that accident. Maybe you gave blood. We have here, looks like a H. Some of you could have a H name, beginning name on your baby names list, or your name or your partner's name begins with a H, but there's a H here. It has a carrot on it, and it is pink, so it could signify some of you will be having a little girl. But I was getting as well, like, you're going to have to, like, kind of sneak in fruits and vegetables with this spirit baby, because they're going to be a lover, not just of meat, but of, like, brown foods, like beigey foods. Obviously, that's, like, carbs. And then I'm also seeing root vegetables, so, like, swede, carrots, you got beetroots as well. But they like very, like, browny, beige kind of looking foods. So you will need to sneak in different fruits and vegetables, like, different foods that have colours, because we need to be eating the colours of the rainbow, I'm hearing. We have here a sweet. It's like a marshmallow sweet. Some of you could really enjoy eating s'mores. And I feel like this spirit baby is really going to enjoy, they're saying s'mores, they're saying cake and like chocolate ice cream. Not necessarily sweets, like chewy sweets, but they do like sweet stuff, but it's more so like chocolate and cake, like biscuits, sweet biscuits. We have here a motorbike. So some of you guys as well may enjoy traveling on a motorbike, or maybe your partner does. This could have been the person who had the accident. It could have been on a motorbike. Yeah, they could have been like thrown off a motorbike. So that's coming through for some of you. Anything else, Spirit? They want to finish off with one more poem. We'll get one more poem from my deck. What do the collective need to hear to close out the reading, please, Spirit? Thank you. Okay, so this one says, 888, generational wealth is on the way. I'll always have a lot to say. There's so much going on in my little brain. Once I'm born, nothing will be the same. You feel it too, that I'm destined for fame. Not in a materialistic but godly ordained way. More than a monthly lump sum. I am the one our ancestors chose to guide out of poverty and into a nice home. So that is all the messages that are coming through. I hope that did resonate with someone out there, and I will see you in my next video.